Do you know where your chicken comes from? This is a video to show you the difference between a peculiar pastures chicken and a conventional chicken. So what is a conventional chicken? The majority of what you're buying at the grocery stores, eating at restaurants, and all those tasty McNuggets. The day starts off with our local post office lady calling to let us know our chicks have arrived. We drive the 10 minutes to the post office and pick them up, drive back to the farm and place them in our custom heated brooder and give the chicks everything they need for the best start. The kids love this first day of holding and playing with these new little chicks.
Hold it by the bottom.
Yeah, hold it by the bottom and lift it up into me.
Don't hit the other ones with.
Good boy.
This one bites the most.
Do you like that chicken?
Yeah.
The chicks hatch from their shells, get roughly emptied out to begin the sorting process. And now it's decision time. Who gets to live? The second-rate chicks get mercilessly tossed and eventually ground alive. For the ones that survive, it's vaccination time. Following that, they get shipped to a large chicken house which will be their home, shared with tens of thousands of birds for the next 8 weeks. Of course, not every chicken house operates the same, but many of these helpless chicks are neglected and left to die because of the unhealthy conditions. We clean and fill each container with fresh well water. After their arrival, Casey dips each individual beak into the water because we want to make sure each chick gets a drink after their journey from the hatchery. Unfortunately, this next video speaks for itself. We buy non-GMO or organic feed, freshly milled from a local operation called Peterson Organic Feeds. We provide organic Acadian kelp as a rich source of prebiotics and nutrients to improve each chicken's health. Two main ingredients used in conventional feed are GMO corn and soy. These two crops are sprayed with hundreds of millions of pounds of toxic pesticides that are grown to feed factory-farmed animals using chemicals that are banned in 35 countries across the world. So up to this point, your meat is contaminated with GMOs and pesticides. But there's something else you need to know. 80% of all antibiotics sold in the United States are marketed to animals, not people. These chickens are pumped with antibiotics through their water and food for most, if not all, of their lives. And these antibiotics don't go away. They are found in the conventional chicken meat in restaurants and grocery stores. Now these 4 little chicks were in trouble. We bring chickens that are in trouble into our home, and we have little kids here making sure they're okay.
I saved a calf like this once when I lived in Northeast Washington. It was born a little out of season and I needed to get it warmed up, so I put it on the floorboard of the truck and cranked the heater up and bottle fed it, and anyway, that calf grew big enough to to be butchered a couple years later. And so here I am in southwest Missouri doing the same thing with these chickens that just weathered a thunderstorm. These were the ones that didn't look like they were going to make it tonight, so here we are. Heater going, and I'll see if I can nurse them back to a healthy state where they can make it through the night and try to weather those 98, 99 degree temperatures coming tomorrow.
As you know, the chick's life here on the farm begins in our Joel Salatin brooder. We use Suncoast pine shavings, which contain no additives, to keep the brooder and chicks clean and comfortable. After 3 to 4 weeks of brooder life, they're now big and old enough to experience the real outdoors. They can now eat grass and insects, peck through the dirt, and live life as a chicken should. They're moved once a day to a fresh salad bar, not only providing new things for them to eat, but also providing our pastures with all the natural fertilizer it needs to continue to grow healthy soil and grass for the next bunch of chickens. Do you know where your chicken comes from? If you didn't, now you do. And if you're buying conventional chicken, it most likely comes from a rat-infested, disease-ridden, and the poor, abused chicken you're eating contains vaccines, antibiotics, and GMOs. If you're buying a peculiar pastures chicken, your chicken comes from the pasture, where it eats grass and insects, organic or non-GMO feed, where it's never been poked with a needle or watered with pharmaceuticals, where it's been handled carefully and respectfully, as God's creation should be. Your meat is clean and nutritious and wholesome. The next time you purchase a chicken, think about where your hard-earned money is going and the effects it's having on your body and your community.